JD Frost. Welcome to the Accountability Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you've already subscribed to this and you get notifications now. You've turned on the notifications so that you know when a new episode is dropped. We're talking about cash flow statements. Cash flow statements in your business. Last episode we discussed, and if you haven't watched it, we discussed the what. We kind of talked about what is a cash flow statement, what makes up a cash flow statement, and today we're talking about why. Now, if you've been watching a lot of these episodes, you can kind of figure out by now the what, the why, the how of each one of these topics where we're building a firm accounting foundation for your business and for you in general as a business owner, entrepreneur. You got to know these things, whether or not you're actually, doing this, like actually doing the work in your business. It's very, very good for you to have this information. All the small business owners that I know that are very, very successful, they know the numbers inside and out. They might have their own version of a cash flow statement, or they might have their own version of a general ledger, but they know the numbers. And knowing the numbers gives you confidence in your business. It allows you the quick win. It allows you the ability to be able to make decisions on a quicker basis and a more educated basis. And so it's so important for you to understand this. So we were talking about the what of a cash flow statement. There's two different ways to put a cash flow statement together. It's called the indirect method and the direct method. We focus on the indirect method because that's based off of GAAP accounting. GAAP stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. So you start with the net income, you have operating expenses, you have operating activities, investing activities, and then financing activities. That's the basic cash flow statement. So why do we care about a cash flow statement? And as I was saying before, you probably, if you watch many of these episodes or have been following along the Accountability Show, every single topic we talk about the what, the why, and the how. And sometimes those things merge in together. There's always some aspect of why I'm doing this, and then I'm going to be explaining what is this. There's also going to be an aspect of it where I'm describing how you go about preparing a cash flow statement in each one of these episodes. So I'm hoping in each one you're taking a little nugget of information that you're going to be able to apply to your business immediately. That's the whole point of this show. So why a cash flow statement? Out of all the statements, out of all the financial statements, the cash flow statement is going to give you the best picture of where your money is going. Why am I losing money? Have you ever lost money in a business before? I have. I've lost lots of money in a business before, in multiple businesses at one time. I've done it. I understand what it's like to wonder where your next paycheck is coming from as a business owner. I understand how in the world am I going to make payroll this month? How am I going to make decisions so I ensure that I have the cash available for what I need the cash for in my business? You have to understand cash flow in order to understand how to generate cash in your business. And that knowledge that you have is exactly why we need to understand cash flow in your business. You need to understand cash flow statements and what makes them up and how you generate cash in order to run your business more effectively. And you want to run your business more effectively to reach your personal, professional, financial goals. After all, I would imagine you probably started this business so that you could reach larger financial goals. You could reach a certain lifestyle. And what's interesting, when you start to understand cash, this is more of the why that we're talking about this. Why the cash flow statement? Why does that help you build an accounting foundation in your business? The cash flow statement allows you to understand where your cash is going. I have a lot of business owners that come to me and they go, I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. We need to look at the cash flow. We need to understand the activity, the operating activities, the investing activities, the financing activities. We need to understand where that cash is going so that we can make a correction. Because the thing is, once you know where the cash is going, then you can create a budget. And that will bring security to your decisions. It'll bring confidence to your decisions. It'll bring confidence to you as a business owner because now you're able to make decisions based off of knowing where your cash goes. Most people create budgets based off of the income statement. I challenge you to create a budget based off of the cash flow statement. Because as a small business owner, from one to another, your cash is going all different directions. It's not just going to expenses. It's going to debt payments. It's going to distributions to you as an owner. I can't tell you how many owners I come across that they say, I have no money. And I go, well, where did the money go? They're like, I don't know. Well, we start looking at, we use the check spread template. We go to their bank statements. We analyze where their money's going. And we figure out all their money's going to distributions to themselves. It's going to pay their personal expenses. It's going to pay their personal mortgage. Now, that's great. That's why you started the business. But I want you to understand how much money really is going out to you rather than being invested in your business, rather than being expensed in your business. That's one thing we work with our clients with all the time at Croft. We help our business owners take deductions that they hadn't taken before because they don't realize that it's a business expense. They've just been distributing that money out to themselves personally and not taking a deduction for it. We want to help you take a deduction. The cash flow statement is the statement that will help you understand where your cash is going in your business. I can't continue to say that enough, because if you don't know where your cash is going in your business, then you're not running your business the correct way. You're losing money. You're losing money whether you're making money or not. And just because you're making money on the income statement doesn't mean that you're keeping money. The cash flow statement determines whether or not you're keeping money or not. Keeping it to invest, keeping it to save to invest, retaining that money, retaining that cash. The whole point in getting into business is to make a profit and generate cash. Make a profit, generate cash. Those two statements, make a profit, that has to do with the income statement. Generate cash, that has to do with the cash flow statement. There's two separate things, and you want to do both of them. And the only way that you can do both of them is by understanding the income statement and the cash flow statement. Now, you can make money and you can generate cash if you have no idea what you're doing, but will you do it over a long period of time and build an actual company that is going to do it for you in the future? I remember I went to this boot camp. It was called Burn the Ships. It's Matt Monero, Judge Graham. I highly recommend you look into this. But what was the biggest takeaway that I had is that I wasn't building a company that was going to work for me, that was going to generate this cash, that was going to make this profit. I had to be involved directly in it on a daily basis over and over and over again. I just basically built myself another job, a glorified job where I could make the decisions on when I work and when I don't. But that job basically tells me I need to be working all the time. I don't want that. I want to build a company. The cash flow statement is going to help you build that company. It's going to help you determine who to hire, when to hire them. It's going to help you determine, should I make that investment? Should I not make that investment? Is it the right time? The hardest thing about understanding a cash flow statement and starting to understand the why is determining that, look, this is going to require discipline, and discipline takes time to execute. You got to start somewhere, though, and you got to start now because you're running out of time. See, the cash flow statement helps you make decisions in 30 and 60-day periods, not make decisions just to get it off your plate, but to make strategic decisions around your cash flow. That's why you need to understand a cash flow statement. The cash flow statement helps you make decisions. That's the bottom line. Most small business owners that I come across that are struggling is because they have a cash flow issue. They don't have an issue of demand from their clients. They don't have an issue of, I cannot continue to make money. They can't make money quick enough because they have a cash flow problem. When you understand where your cash is going and how quickly it is leaving, that's when you can understand better how to run your business. You make better decisions. I keep saying it over and over again. The decisions that you are making is what is creating your reality. This is a big realization that I had. The decisions that you are making is creating your reality. Nobody else is doing this to you. This statement, the ultimate why you need to be looking at this statement, is because this will give you the ability to make better decisions that you are in control over in your business. Nobody else is. You have the decision whether to spend money or not. You have the decision whether to go on that vacation or not. If you're in a cash flow problem, you put yourself there. How are you going to get out of it? One of the first steps I recommend is understanding your cash flow. And that's why you're watching this episode. And I hope you're learning more about the cash flow statement through this show, through the accountability show, because this is going to lend you the security and the confidence that you need moving forward. Next episode, we're going to be talking about how. How do you put together a cash flow statement? Where do those numbers come from? How am I going to be able to do this on my own? It's not that easy. I'm going to admit that to you. But watch the next episode to figure out some tips and tricks on how to build your cash flow statement for your business. Make sure you like, share, and comment below. Turn on the notifications so that you know when every single episode is dropped so that you can stay up with all of these different aspects, these different items that are building the accounting foundation for your business. I'm JD Frost. Thanks for tuning in to the Accountability Show.